Hello, you're welcome to today's edition of Ipman Today on your favorite TV network, the NTA. And of course, like you know, this is the largest network in all of Africa. And Ipman Today is the flagship advocacy television show of Ipman. And Ipman, for those of you just joining us for the first time, is the acronym for the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria. On today's Ipman Today, we'll begin with the verdicts. Of course, on the verdicts, we'll be talking about the price of PMS. Recently, there has been some reduction in the price of PMS across Nigeria. What exactly has led to this reduction in PMS pump price across the country? And are we going to further see more reduction in the pump price of PMS in Nigeria? These and more, I'll be talking on the verdict with the National President of Ipman, Alhaji Abubakar Migani Shetima. Of course, going further, we'll also be looking at the advantages of the subsidy removal. What does it portend for Nigeria in the long term? Are we sure to see the pump price of PMS go further down to even less than 200 naira per litre? The National President of Ipman has a lot to tell us in this regard on the verdict on Ipman Today. Right after the verdict on Ipman Today, I'll bring you CNG report. Now, of course, on CNG reports, we'll be talking to the first Nigerian, yes, the very first Nigerian to use CNG in Abuja. I'm sure this guy will go down in the Guinness Book of Records as the very first Nigerian to use CNG in Nigeria. Right after CNG reports, I'll bring you oil and gas news. Now, before I bring you the verdict, I'll bring you highlights of the just concluded Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe Annual Award Lecture, where the National President of Ipman, Alhaji Abubakar Migani Shetima, was given the award of the Oil and Gas Industry Icon of the Year 2024 for his significant and giant strides in Nigeria's downstream sector. Now, at this event, a whole lot of Ipman members were well represented, and of course, the National Secretary of Ipman, Honorable James Telumontor, had significant words to share concerning the National President of Ipman. Let me bring you these highlights of this event. I'm talking about the Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe Annual Award Lecture held recently in Abuja. Let's go over now to that highlight before I bring you to the verdict. Let's go.
Ipman is very visible in the activities in the country now. Our president, since he came to power, he has been doing very well. So for an organization like this to recognize him is a great achievement. And this will spur him to do more for the country. To our national president, Alhaji Abubakar Migani Shetima, is a great achievement. Great achievement in the sense that since he came to power about 11 months ago, he has been doing very well. And if you can see, he came at a time the industry is suffering of the distribution and all this sort of things. But he's coming and he's putting industry in order, in shape, and very soon people will start seeing the dividend of what he's doing. It's part of the recognition. People have seen that they have given him the award.
Anybody who has been awarded, it shows he has a courage in the country. So actually, as you can see us here, I am all together with my NEC members. We come here to receive this award for Zik Award, which is a very good start. So we are very grateful. So actually, as you have seen, we independent petroleum marketers, we force the market to go down, because if you check the prices of the petroleum product today, it's a little bit down because of the direct contact with Dangote refinery.
From all of us at Ipman Today, we would like to say a big congratulations to the National President of Ipman, Alhaji Abubakar Migani Shetima, for bagging this prestigious award of the Oil and Gas Industry Icon of the Year 2024. There's no gainsaying the truth in that you have been at the forefront of championing optimum PMS distribution in the downstream sector of Nigeria, as well as ensuring that Ipman has been operating with one voice. You've ensured optimum unity in Ipman. Let's go over now to the verdict, where I told you that the National President of Ipman will be talking to us about the pump price reduction in Nigeria, as well as what does the subsidy removal portend for Nigerians going into the future. Let's go, the verdict. Hello, you're welcome to the segment we call The Verdict. I'm sure you just watched the highlights where the national president of Ipman was given the award of the oil and gas icon of the year 2024 at the Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe annual award lecture. Mr. President, welcome to The Verdict, sir.
Welcome.
And you're looking in your regalia, the award search. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much.
Tell us, sir, why do you think this award was given to you, sir, please?
Well, in fact, you know, since the time when I was being inaugurated as the president of the Independent Petroleum Marketers, we have been working day and night to see the way Nigerians laugh, despite the fact of the removal of subsidy. We have been working, and at the end of the day, we have achieved what we wanted to achieve, because as we have been crying always, we went to a situation whereby we may start getting our product direct instead of relying only through an NPC before we can get our product or other depot owners. So now we are getting our product direct, and masses a little bit has started laughing because the price has started coming down a little bit. Even through the presidential directive of the initiation of the CNG program, Ipman has fully participated. And the same thing, as you know, when we come to power, there are a lot of division. At the end of the day, I'm opportune to see that I make Ipman to be one body in the whole Nigeria. All the other factions has come behind me. We started working as one body. So that one too is part of the achievement. Now we doesn't have any crisis. Ipman is one all over.
Okay, back to the main focus of this conversation, Mr. President. Recently, we noticed that there is some reduction, or there has been some reduction in the pump price of PMS across Nigeria. What exactly led to that reduction, Mr. President, sir?
Well, you know, before it's only NNPC is the sole importer of these petroleum products.
Yes.
But today we have Dangote refinery, whereby they supply these products through Nigeria. And secondly, we independent petroleum marketers, you know, before we rely on NNPC and other depot owners before we can be able to purchase product.
Yes.
But today, Dangote has accepted that we should be purchasing product direct instead of going through the third party. So our members has already started purchasing this product, and they have been carrying it to their filling stations. That is the reason why you have been seeing this reduction. And that is what we have been telling Nigerians always. Immediately we independent petroleum marketers, we started getting our product. We assure them that the product will start reducing the price will start being reduced.
Okay.
So, and that is what is happening presently.
So in the future, we don't see Ipman going back to NNPCL to buy products?
Well, in fact, it's very difficult, because what I want people to understand, NNPCL too, they are marketers just like us. Therefore, it's a market competition. They will go and buy through Dangote, and we too, we can go and buy through Dangote.
Right now, there's been some reduction. Are we going to see further reductions in the future?
Yes, quite all right. Always you will be seeing a sort of reduction, because by the time when the journey continue and the rate of the Naira appreciate, definitely the price will start coming down again. And then one thing, you know, whenever the product is available and the whole filling stations are having this fuel, there is no any panicking buying and the rest of them. At the end of the day, you will see the marketers will start calling buyers to come and buy product through their filling station. That determines, at the end of the day, the price will start coming down. Again.
So are we going to see the fuel go back to maybe 200 Naira or 150 Naira?
Well, in fact, let me tell you, the product can be at any price at the end of the day, even below that 200 Naira that you have been talking about.
So would that be the gains of the subsidy removal? I mean,
yes,
what do you think are the major benefits of the subsidy removal?
Well, in fact, the major advantage of subsidy removal, one, it will make energy sufficiency. Okay. And then secondly, it will bring employment. Because, you know, our labor that we have been selling for other foreign refineries, now we maintain our labor inside our country. There is an opportunity for work for our teeming youths. So, and again, it will make the Naira to appreciate. Instead of always looking to buy dollar to go and buy PMS, now it's not like that. We have our Naira,
we carry our Naira to Dangote and buy our PMS and discharge inside our filling station. That is the reason why we are calling attention all patriotic Nigeria, let them support Dangote so that he can be able to achieve what he wanted to achieve for this country.
So, Mr. President, thank you so much. That has been a wrap. Or do you have any last words?
My last word, I want our independent petroleum marketers, let's support the program that we are running now, buying product direct through Dangote, so that at least we can make a lot of changes in the country, so that at least we can be able to see we supply all our filling station with the products.
You've heard it all. Mr. President of Ipman is calling on all marketers in Nigeria to ensure that they stick to the product chain of getting PMS directly from the Dangote refinery, because this is the way to go to ensure maximum availability of PMS. Mr. President, thank you once again for
Thank you very much, Mr. Afan.
That is the segment we call The Verdict on Ipman today. Over now to CNG reports, and from there to oil and gas news. Welcome back from The Verdict. You've heard it all from the national president of Ipman. He's calling on all marketers in Nigeria to ensure that they stick to the supply chain of ensuring they get PMS supply from the Dangote refinery, because that is the way to go. That is the way to ensure further reduction in pump price of PMS in Nigeria. I'll take you over now to CNG report. Of course, I told you earlier that I'll be bringing to your screen the man who is the very first individual to convert his vehicle to CNG in Abuja. This man, his name is Mr. Sonny. Now, I ran into him right there at the NIPCO CNG refuel outlet on Lugbe Expressway, and I couldn't help but talk to him on what made him key into the vision of CNG right before everyone else did in Abuja. This guy will go down in history books as the very first man to convert his vehicle to CNG in Nigeria. Of course, you know that Ipman believes in CNG, and NIPCO has been doing incredibly well to ensure that CNG becomes a huge success in Nigeria. CNG report on your screen. Let's go. Now, before the removal of fuel subsidy on the 29th of May 2023, it might interest you to know that certain persons have been using CNG in Abuja. Now, this guy believes so much in CNG. My name, of course, like you know, is Alpha Mokone. This is the segment I call CNG Report. I present to you the very first user, yes, I mean the very first user of CNG in Abuja, Mr.
Sonny.
Mr. Sonny. Meet Mr. Sonny. Mr. Sonny, people are wondering and they are thinking, can this thing I'm saying be factual? Are you the very first user of CNG in Nigeria? Or in Abuja now?
No, let's talk about Abuja.
Yeah, let's talk about Abuja. Yeah.
Yes.
So you are the very first user of CNG in Abuja, in the Federal Capital Territory, Mr. Sonny. So your name will go down in the Guinness Book of Records as the very first
in Abuja.
In Abuja. Mr. Sonny, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for believing in CNG.
Yes.
Now, but tell me this, because I'm wondering, I'm just thinking, I mean, before 29th of May, I didn't believe that CNG would be real in Nigeria. But you believed in CNG. Tell me, what inspired that belief? What inspired you? What motivated you to quickly switch over to CNG?
Well, I can say, from the very first time, I heard somebody said, car can use gas. So I was really curious. How come? How come?
I'm thought that time you thought it was LPG gas.
Yes. So I kept trying to find out. Well, the first is I came here and I saw that CNG is going on. So that was what now brought my curiosity. I kept looking out for who will tell me
more about CNG.
Yes, luckily I just met Mr. Sonny, my namesake.
Oh, Mr. Sonny, that was the guy we talked to last week. You know, he's the manager of the NIPCO station right here in Lugbe.
He actually now gave me all the lectures, everything about CNG. So I was wowed. I said, okay, let me give it a try. In fact, my friends were discouraging me seriously.
Okay, concerning the safety and all of that.
They said they don't want me to. But I went online, asked some of my friends outside the country, said it's safe, no problem. So that was how I didn't even look back.
You just immediately switched over. Tell us exactly when was this? Was it?
That was in.
Exactly when the time?
That was August 2022.
August 2022.
Yes.
And
2022.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu removed subsidy. Remember, like I said earlier, May 29, 2023. And how has CNG been for you? How has the journey been with CNG so far? Talk to us.
It's been very cool.
Very cool.
Just
cool like AC.
Very cool, and that's where I can just say it. It's sweet.
It's sweet.
Yes.
So has it been able to improve your expenses in terms of how you expend money on other things, other
Yes,
consumables,
definitely.
and PMS? Has it been able to?
Yes, it's been able to improve greatly because we've been able to like cut down on the cost of running the car.
Running the car,
That
yeah.
basically, that's just the thing. So you notice that maybe the cost of buying fuel compared to the cost of buying CNG, there is a great difference. So it has really helped.
Yes,
I
it
can
has
say
really
it has
helped.
really helped.
What's the message now to Nigerians watching us and they are thinking, contemplating, should I switch over to CNG? What is the message to all
Well,
of
the
them
message
watching us right now?
I will tell you, just switch over. Don't look back. Don't think. It's safe. It's safe. I've been using it since then till now.
Since
so I can say
2022?
since 2022, August 2022, and there has not been any problem. No problem at all.
No hazard.
No hazard.
No. So tell us
no
about
heat.
servicing of your vehicle. Okay,
I
no
don't-
overheating. You
no,
don't
not
never experience
at
overheating your
all,
vehicle
at all.
because of CNG.
Yes.
And in terms of your
In fact,
servicing of your vehicle.
using CNG will even still help your engine, if I will put it that way.
Wow.
Yes.
What do you
because
mean in
all
terms of
the what do you call this carbon deposits, those black smokes? You hardly see black smoke on my exhaust. So that's just it. It's just good.
How would you compare the expenditure of CNG compared to that of PMS?
There's a great difference in the sense that PMS is way high. Okay, let me just give you a little example.
Go
Well, I stay in Kuje, and if I'm to run on PMS from Kuje to town, then back, maybe I'll be spending something like 10,000.
10,000 naira on PMS from Kuje to town in
and
Abuja.
coming back.
10,000 naira a day.
Yes.
But
But on CNG, maybe just 3,200.
3,200 naira.
And
Only.
I will from Kuje go to town, come back, and still go back again.
And come back.
No, not come
Okay.
back.
Okay, so CNG will take you to town, bring you back home, and
still
take you
go
to
back
town.
again.
Then you need to
So-
refill before you get back home. So
so
that means
that's
averagely
it.
in a week you're spending close to like say 8,000 naira
Well,
on
in
CNG.
a way, I don't look at it that way. I look at the distance I cover.
Okay.
When I refill, it takes me an average of 160 kilometers.
Wow.
So that's the way I can.
160 kilometers.
Yes.
But the CNG on 160 kilometers, very cheap compared to PMS 160
Yeah,
kilometers. You're
definitely,
spending.
yeah.
Wow, I don't want to do that calculation. I don't want to do that math because I might just get scared. So,
So
Mr.
that's-
Sunday, thank you so much. And
Thank
you're
you
telling
very much.
Nigerians right now to key into CNG.
Yes.
And you are the very first user of CNG.
In
So I think
Abuja,
in Abuja.
not-
So I think you deserve an award. Yes, this guy deserves. Mr. Sunny, come over. Mr. Sunny, you are the manager right here at the NIPCO station. I think, and this guy is the very first user of CNG, right?
Yes, that's correct. In Abuja, yeah.
So this guy deserves an award. What do you think?
He deserves an award, a very good award.
So let's give him maybe like a free 5 SCM or something
No, the award should be coming from you now.
from me. No. Okay, all right. So now Mr. Sonny just put the cross on my head. So I'm going to give an award shortly, but not on camera. Maybe after this show, I give an award. So thank you, Mr. Sonny, for believing in CNG. And your message to Nigerians once again is
Key into CNG as fast as possible.
key into CNG as fast as possible. This is CNG Report. Let's watch this guy go refill his car with some free SCM of gas. Let's go. Now, of course, you're still watching CNG Report, brought to you by NIPCO and Ipman today. Now, Mr. Sonny is getting his free 5 SCM. Just go ahead, fill up for him. Courtesy of, CNG Report, free 5 SCM for this chap man for being the first user of CNG in Abuja. Mr. Sonny, congratulations.
Thank you very
That's your gift. That's your bonanza. Free SCM. So you want to get some free CNG in Abuja, just make sure you key into the CNG program driven by NIPCO, driven by the federal government of Nigeria. Now, of course, like you know, why this is going on, remember we'll be back next week on CNG Report with another client of CNG in Abuja. Mr. Sonny, thank you so much for
you
keeping
very much.
tabs
Thank you
with
so
us on Ipman today on CNG Report. Thank you so much for believing in CNG.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for believing in President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Yes, he's the man to thank for all of this. Thank you. So, over now to oil and gas news. Don't touch your remote. Welcome back from CNG Report. If I were you, I'd key into CNG like today. Yes, okay, it's already a bit late Monday night, but tomorrow morning, first thing on Tuesday, just go over and convert your vehicle to CNG, because CNG is the future for Nigerians, and CNG ensures that you get to spend far less on your transport in Abuja and across Nigeria. Right now, I'll bring you what is trending in the oil and gas industry in Nigeria on Oil and Gas News. Now, this is the part that I hate the most, like the part where I have to draw the curtains on today's edition of Ipman Today. Many thanks again for staying with us on Ipman Today. Remember, Ipman Today will be back same time at 10:05 p.m. like this, 10:05 every Mondays. And on Ipman Today, we'll bring you the latest in policies in Nigeria's oil and gas sector, as well as all activities of Ipman as led by the national president of Ipman, Alhaji Abubakar Migandi Shetima. Until we come your way again, same time next week on Ipman Today, please don't touch your remote. Like NTA Network continues with the Sublime Broadcasting. My name is Alpha Mukune.